Damn,
right?
so much stuff in March, man.
I think it's in March.
Oh my God.
If we can just talk about games for a second, like, I'm like scared of the next 2 months. Like, the next 2 months is like, oh my gosh, it's like, well, we have Resident Evil now, Kingdom Hearts 2.8, Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona 5, Mass Effect, Halo Wars 2.
Are those all March or are those?
These are all between February and March. Zelda, the Switch.
So guys,
It is
listen
absurd.
to the podcast. We were talking about this beforehand, and we're trying to strategize how to divide up our time in the beginning of March when like Horizon Zero Dawn comes out, but then we also have the Switch, because we all know that we're personally, like, maybe it's because of the nostalgia, maybe it's because our childhood like was on Zelda, but like we're probably
it looks fucking awesome.
it looks
so
really
good.
cool.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
then
I think Alex has said it best before. Like, there's a particular type of like magic with Zelda where it just kind of like captures your imagination again. And it's like, you know, Alex, you said this before, and I feel bad for like taking your words, but like, it would be almost like, it would be unfortunate to have Horizon compete with Zelda, you know what I mean?
And
because they're both gonna be great, but
it actually kind of sucks for Horizon. I think like both, without even knowing it, both of them made kind of similar environments. It's like this old technology, like with overgrown, like that's been overgrown over time. You know, and it's like hidden all around the world. And while I mean that's an awesome idea, I don't want to just get through play Horizon first and get through that, and then have that magic kind of spoiled for Zelda.
I mean, even
because they're just a week apart.
I mean, even just like conceptually, like 2 open world games back to back. Like, I don't think I've ever done that in like my years of playing games. Like 2 of the same genre of game, literally back to back. Like that's just, it feels like it would be too much. You know what I mean? Like usually after an open world game, I'm sure we'll be able to do it.
And Horizon is an open world. It's not like Tomb Raider.
Well, we played.
We played it, and it's very much like, I mean, I didn't play something like The Witcher, but it reminds me of something like that, or like Final Fantasy 15, where it's like a big world, you get quests from people, like you're exploring and doing stuff throughout the world.
This was at PAX West last year.
Yeah.
When we got to play it, given it was like a very small...
That was an embarrassingly thin slice of the game.
Where's that spear?
Oh, it's behind you.
We're throwing it.
We have a spear from PAX West.
Yeah. I blew it up just so we could use it. And we threw it over there and we can't even get it. But, so yeah, when we were playing it, they gave us a very like small little like petting zoo.
It's like a playground.
Yeah, a little playground to play in. But when we were watching the demo, this guy, he like, the demo was fantastic. Like, you would go in, you'd fight off these raptors or whatever. You would like stick your spear and like hack this oxen or something, this like mechanical ox. And then you would ride the ox, and while he was riding it, he showed like the vastness of the world, and it definitely feels like a very open world game. I personally don't know specifically whether or not you'll be able to like climb those mountains in the distance.
But like Zelda touts, like, oh yeah, you can walk on every cliff that you see or what have you.
Yeah,
you know what's an interesting thing? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Fuck you.
But you know what, like, an interesting thing I heard about Zelda was, you know how in Wind Waker... you know how in Wind Waker it was like an open world that sort of recycles itself when you got to the bounds of the map?
Yeah.
People are thinking that that's the same thing that Breath of the Wild's gonna do, but you're walking
They
on
said
land.
that...
Like if you walk in one direction, eventually it'll like...
It's like a tiny planet?
They said that,
yeah, exactly.
They said that this world is bigger than Skyrim's world, like, by a lot.
Did they say that?
Yeah, so, well, I gotta find... I could look it up right now, but I won't.
That's all right.
But it is bigger. It's like, yes. What I said, they did comparisons between the Zelda map, Skyrim, and some other game, and it is like, this other game is like the biggest map in the world, but it's like some game way back when, and I forget what the game's called.
The Witcher's bigger than Skyrim. That's a huge world. But there is one or two other. I'll look up.
I just
stuff
want
now. Yeah, but I mean, if it's that big, I wasn't expecting it to be that big.
Yeah. Well, when they said that, I was immediately like, well, fuck, I didn't even traverse all of Skyrim.
Yeah.
Zelda,
I mean,
I'm gonna want to.
To me,
for sure.
Like when they were doing the trailer for that, and they were saying like, see that volcano over there? See those mountains over there? You can go there. And I was like,
we've so heard that.
I was like, I know. I was like, okay, 10 years ago they said the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like
that's like Assassin's Creed when it's like you can walk on all those rooftops. That's like, oh, cool.
It's not as big of a selling point anymore.
Definitely.
But can actually swing the sword and listen to the ice.
Yeah. But I mean, bringing it back, it's just like, it sucks that those games are literally coming out within 5 days of one another.
Yeah.
So, to your point, I definitely think realistically Horizon is going to go on the back burner for me, which sucks.
Rather than plow through it or start it and then stop it for Zelda,
or have it like corrupt your Zelda experience or whatever.
And corrupt at the same time. I think I'm probably going to leave it. Not that I wouldn't have time to plow through it anyway.
Yeah,
I'd probably leave it until Zelda comes out and then just focus on Zelda. And
I mean, I'll buy it. And
I'll get it eventually.
Yeah. I don't. You're right, though.
What's the point of buying it?
I don't want to play it first.
See, the problem with me is I just feel like it's gonna get forgotten because it's like even if I wait until after Zelda's done, right? Immediately goes into Mass Effect. Mass Effect is 2 weeks after Zelda comes out, and then 2 weeks after that, Persona 5's out, and it's just like,
oh my god,
it's like fuck, man, like.
First world problems.
I don't
so
want Horizon to be forgotten.
I
really, really don't. But like all of those games, we're talking massive time sinks. But granted, you know, I mean, how long did we spend in Final Fantasy? I mean, I beat it in the course of 2 weeks. So like, and I still feel like I rushed that game. But like,
I mean, I'm 75 hours in.
Horizon's not going to be that long either, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like breaking Witcher territory, that's going to be like close to like 100.
You think it's that
hours.
Long?
I don't know. I can't comment, but like the people that have played
how long would you say the
later,
Witcher is? Like 40ish.
The Witcher is 130 hours with the content.
I'll just go fuck myself.
so close. So
damn,
close,
that's what. With all like the main content I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like you figure like
you mean the main storyline?
Yeah. Because like you figure the Horizon Zero Dawn will definitely have like side quests.
When you time games on just the main quest, though.
I mean, I thought somebody told me like it was around 30 something.
This is actually a fantastic foreshadow for our True Gaming topic of the week. But first.